Hi there, it's Laura again with Get Out There Tours and Travel. Another packing video. I find that it's something that comes up a lot when I'm talking to new clients is how to maximize your packing and your luggage options for different kinds of international trips. So mostly on this video going to be talking about Thailand and Cambodia trip that we have coming up in February, and that would be for 2 weeks. I'm gonna add a little here and there because I'm actually traveling for 3 weeks, so some of these options might be a little bit too much for you for 2 weeks, but for me for 3 weeks, it's what I'm probably gonna have to go with. One of these, I'm gonna have a few options there. So first of all, I love this bag. Okay, this is a very lightweight duffel bag by Bellroy. It's an Australian company. I just want to show you this water bottle. It fits, there's a pocket inside for the water bottle, and I love that. There's one on each side, so you don't have to put it there. I've also got like stuff I get a lot on the other side, stuff I need a lot on the other side, like tissues and things like that. So, but inside there are pockets that are part of the bag. So there's good organization, not too much, so you go crazy, like where did I put my Kleenex, or, you know, where's my chapstick? But this is a nice in-flight bag. Again, personal item. By the way, get yourself one of these. These are amazing for clipping anywhere. Clip them on a chair in a restaurant, clip them in the bathroom on the door. Because you don't want to put your bag on the floor in the bathroom. But this bag is for a personal item bag, so it needs to fit underneath the seat in front of you, and this one obviously does, and it fits very well. Downside of this bag, another upside, is that the zipper goes both ways. You don't really know you need that until you have it. I have it on my sling bag by them too. But the downside is obviously that, you know, you're going to be carrying it like this, possibly this style, or one of two ways, using the sling strap. So either like on crossbody or over your back, hanging in the back, but you won't be able to put a lot in that way because it'll be heavier. So that's the option. That's that option. Then this one I find really good for a longer international trip, where you're pretty much going from a gateway. I'll have a small flight to Seattle, then I'll be going from Seattle. But a second trip I have coming up is to Belize. I'm going to be flying mostly domestically because I'm flying all the way across the country to Atlanta. And then I'm flying from Atlanta to Belize. So then I'm not really going to maybe have the same carry-on scenario. So we'll get to that in a second. This is a Patagonia duffel. It also turns into a backpack with these straps that you can put on and take off if you like. I just leave them on because I love having a backpack. It just makes it so much easier. But this is basically a big black hole inside. They do have the mesh pocket on top, which is amazing to have. I'm not a black hole kind of person, but I just utilize my packing cubes to make it work. There's also an outside zipper, passport, your phone in there. But what's really a good idea is to put this bag inside of this bag. So right, you have that, and you pack out the small bag, and then you can also utilize space on the side of this bag while you're traveling. This is good for someone like me who's going to be going. It's taking me 3 days to get there, and then I'm going to be there 2 days early, so that's 5 days before the trip even starts. So what if my bag gets lost? So I can pretty much put a lot of stuff in here as my personal item, and then my carry-on item as well. So that's another option. And then again, don't forget that everything should have two purposes. This can also be your travel bag during the trip to put on the van as your day bag. You can put, you know, change of clothes in here, your cameras, your snacks, your water bottle, umbrella, anything you might need for the day, a sun hat, sunscreen, don't forget sunscreen. So I like that option too. And then this will be my carry-on. And it's a small carry-on, but it holds a lot. Downside of this is that it's heavy. So I need to not put too much in it, and I need to pack carefully. Now remember, if you have a backpack, you always want to put your heavy stuff in the backpack, even take a few things out and put them in your pockets while you're checking in, while they're whenever they're going to be weighing your bags. So you can get around anything. I mean, within reason. So I like this bag because when I'm going through the security process at the airport, at my gateway airport, I don't have to actually have TSA pre-check, so I don't have to take my laptop out. But it's really handy to be able to do that. You can use it in the airport and keep it in there. And then if you're going to need it on the plane, you can take it out and put it in the other bag, or you can just keep it in here and store it above you. This bag is by a weight, holds a lot, and this section here where the laptop goes, it doesn't really intrude much in the other section, so this section still holds a lot. It's a very well thought out design. Also, the wheels turn really great, and if you're traveling through Singapore, if anyone remembers, if you've done it before, there's a carpet. And some of the carpet, some of the terminals is thicker than the other carpet. I've spent a lot of time in the airport back and forth and back and forth, and sometimes just dragging my bag because it will, and then trying to push these if it's packed too heavily. It's really frustrating on the carpet. So you want to make sure that it's not packed too heavily, that the wheels are good, and I suggest the smaller size. You don't need the big size. You know, this is your carry-on bag for what you're going to have in case your luggage gets lost, and some breakable things probably. Personal items for what you would be using during the flight. Some people just take a purse for a personal item. My last option will be for a shorter international trip or a domestic trip. This is a great bag by Timbuk2. I think it's called the Tuck bag. So it's one of those rolling ones where you can roll this down and it's small. You know, you can tighten it up because some of the domestic airlines in the US, you have very small. I think it's 16 inches on some, maybe 15 inches, but it has a huge space, so you can pack it out too if you need to. Really like that. I like this pocket on the one side where you don't even have to open up your bag and you can reach in. This side, you can reach in and get your passport. Then going through security, if you don't have global entry and TSA pre-check, you can just get your laptop out like that. And definitely this comes in handy internationally because they don't have global entry and TSA pre-check. So usually you're showing your laptop twice before you get on your plane, getting on the plane. So yeah, those are some options. Again, so like for a long trip, like Asia, I would take this and a personal item, probably the Patagonia with the other bag inside. Not necessarily, maybe just one or the other. Probably the Patagonia though, because I like the backpack. Then for a shorter international trip like to Belize, I would take this bag as my personal item, and then I would use that as a backpack during the trip. And then either, probably not this one, but because I'm going to Belize and it's, you know, riding buses and things. So I would probably use the Patagonia backpack as my personal item. So there you have it. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me a message or put it in the comments so other people can see it, and we'll discuss everything. And if you want links to any of these products, I can send them to you. I can put them in the comments below if anyone's asking. But we'll be talking more about this on our Thailand and Cambodia trip Zoom meeting coming up. But I wanted to get this out because tomorrow is the last day of Memorial Day sale, and you know, some people have been asking about what bags they should get, and these are just some suggestions, and maybe you can find these on sale like I did. All right, see you soon.